Suzanne Williams with Essential Oils, Health Matters, and Living the Wholesome Life. We are super excited to be joining you this morning in our positive, peaceful growth affirmations that we're doing every day, Monday through Friday. And hallelujah, today is Friday. Weekends almost always mean a little bit greater relaxation, a little bit greater doing things that you want to be doing. And obviously church, going to church, connecting with God, connecting with your religion, connecting with your communities of faith. And so weekends are by far my favorite times. Although I love Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays too, because when you are passionate about your work is your play, right? And so I'm super happy that the things that I get to do in life are the things that I'm passionate about. Okay, and I hope that your life is the same way. I hope that you get to do the things that you are passionate about, the things that make your heart sing. Okay, so if you've been following us, you know that the affirmation for this whole entire week, really quick, doing a shout out, we are working through Dr. Susan Lawton's book, Positive Peaceful Growth Calendar. It looks like this. You can get it from my oil, you can go get it from Aroma, oh my goodness, Oil Life, or you can get it from Aroma Tools. Okay, so get it from Oil Life or Aroma Tools. Have fun. Oh my goodness, shop online. They always have specials and deals when you definitely make a trip down to their shops here. If you love essential oils, they have everything you need, the books, the different containers, the different roller balls, and fun chocolates with essential oils in them. Who doesn't love chocolates? Anyway, fun carrying cases. Definitely stop in to see them. Okay, so working through Dr. Susan Lawton's book, Positive Peaceful Growth Calendar, and the affirmation for this week is I am saying yes to life all week. What have you done? I'm super excited to hear what you've done this week to say yes to life. I've connected with my family, been more gentle and kind, hopefully, to my family. I've slowed down on days that I needed to slow down, taking care of myself. I've connected with friends, and I've run with the inspirations that I've had that I think will lead to a better life or a greater life. Anyway, super excited to hear what have you been doing this week to say yes to life. Okay, so you know that along with our affirmation for the week that we kind of keep in the back of our mind and keep working on. Caleb, can you shut that door, please? We also have an affirmation for the day, and that is I am saying yes. The affirmation for today is I am saying yes to my inspirations to achieve my goals. And I was talking to someone the other day on how important it is to be able to hear the voice of God, and how sometimes I struggle with that. Like I feel sometimes when he's talking to me, sometimes I feel his great love for me and his great love for all of you. And sometimes I feel inspired, but sometimes when I'm asking a question, I have a hard time hearing the answer. And I was talking about that problem with one of my good friends the other day, and she was saying, do this. Every time you get an inspiration to serve someone, do that. And then God, you'll learn to hear that little inspiration, that little voice. And that will make it easier for you to hear when you're trying to receive those big answers. And I honestly thought that was profound counsel to me. So I'm passing that along to you. Don't we love our friends? Don't we love our old college roommates and our old high school friends and our neighbors? Don't they all give us such amazing counsel right? Anyway, so I just wanted to say that when we're saying yes to our inspirations to achieve our goals, let's do what we can to learn to listen to the voice of God, because as we align our goals to Heavenly Father's goals, and as we learn to listen to the inspiration that He gives, I think that we'll be more inspired. We'll be able to hear that inspiration better. We'll be able to run with that inspiration better, and we'll just have a happier life. So, which will make us choose life more, right? Which goes straight back to our affirmation for the week. So, that's our affirmation for the week. I am saying yes to life all week. And our affirmation for the day, I am saying yes to the inspirations to achieve that I'm getting, that you're getting, to achieve our goals. Okay, and so the song that I've been tuning in with for the weekly affirmation, I am saying yes to life, is Jason Mraz's I Want You to Have It All. Because I want you to have every single good thing, and so does God. God wants you to have every single good thing. And that said, sometimes He gives us what we need to grow, or sometimes He allows life to happen to us so that we can grow in different ways. Anyway, okay, and then I just wanted to say that the song that I super connected with when it's saying yes to the aspirations to achieve your dreams is by Carlton, and it's called Made for This. I had to sing the song in my head. Anyway, I'll put the song in the comments. It's definitely been one of our family songs. In a family of 7 boys, our children love this song. They connect with this song. When they sing it, they rock the song. Okay, y'all know, if you've been following us, that on Fridays, on Tuesday, Wednesday, and on Mondays, we kind of introduce the theme for the week and the essential oils that we're diffusing for the week. And this week, we've been diffusing 2 drops of coriander, which is the oil of integrity, 2 drops of lime, which is the oil of zest for life, and 2 drops of ginger, which is the oil of empowerment. Anyway, and we went on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, we go in depth on each of those oils one at a time, telling us, discussing what they do for us emotionally. But Friday, and most people, when they think of essential oils, they really think of they smell good, right? And then the next thing that most people hop to when they're using essential oils is, what do they do for me physically, right? So that's the number 2 most common reason why people use essential oils. But I do think that there's a major, major, major emotional and physical connection. And so I think that learning about them emotionally can help us know how to better use them physically. Just letting you know that every essential oil does exactly the same thing emotionally as it does for us physically. So let's take doTERRA's On Guard, which is an oil that is to promote your immune system and to stop the bugs, put a boundary between you and the germs, right? Or help you get rid of the bad germs that you might have in your body. So that's what it does for us physically. But emotionally, On Guard helps us stop parasitic relationships. It helps us put up emotional boundaries, right? It helps us take our empowerment back too. And so, anyway, just saying that if an oil does something physically, if it helps you sleep physically, it will help you just calm your mind and rest emotionally. Lavender is super well known for that. And trying to think of another one. There's so many examples. Peppermint. Okay, so peppermint. Peppermint's another prime example of the physical and the emotional things matching. Because peppermint, people use it, love it for headaches. They love it for kind of achy muscles after they've been exercising. They love to put it on before exercising. Like, it's a super good oil to help with physical pain. But those in the know also know that it's a super good oil when it comes to giving you a breather from emotional pain, right? When the world is dark and you have everything on the weight of the world on your shoulders, when you have super painful things hitting you, peppermint helps emotionally. It helps physically. And modern medicine knows that too. That's why some people are taking aspirin before they give talks, because aspirin not only kills pain, like, right, physical pain, but it also kills emotional pain. And some people have emotional pain or angst before they give public talks. So am I going to recommend you take aspirin? No, I'm not going to recommend that. Do your research on aspirin. It has very harsh effects on your stomach, right? But I just used aspirin, and so I would definitely recommend peppermint.
Just a second.
You have a headache. Wait. Are we still good?
You're good.
Okay. So I would definitely recommend peppermint if you have a headache instead, or even peppermint if you want to relieve a fever instead. Anyway, okay, so those are two examples of how you can see that essential oils do the exact same thing emotionally as they do physically, or physically as they do emotionally. Anyway, so super excited to be talking to you about the 3 oils that we've been diffusing all week. Hope you've loved the diffuser blend. I've loved it. I feel like it's made a change in our home environment. I'm loving the change that it makes. I love the change that each of these diffuser blends and the gifts that each of these diffuser blends bring to our home. Anyway, okay, so the first oil I want to be talking to you about is coriander. And as you know, it's the oil of integrity. And this is what it does. So, and I'm using Advanced Oil Magic. Buy it at Aroma Tools. Buy it at Oil Life. Buy it anywhere you can. It's super good. It's my #1 book that I love on seeing what essential oils do for you physically. You can also buy the app. It's super cheap. You just buy it. Get it to your phone. If you're interested in essential oils, you're going to love the app. Anyway, okay, so the main properties, and I'm not going to read you the whole thing, but I will read you part of this book. So the main properties of coriander are that it's anti-rheumatic. So if you have rheumatism, if you have aches and pains, coriander can help. It's carminative. I love that I'm learning some of these medical terms. Can you get me some water, please? I am definitely not a medical doctor. So do your own research. There's so much on the internet. Do your own research when you're deciding how best to, run with your own health and your own health issues. And definitely choose medical professionals that you love and trust. Anyway, but carminative, back to carminative. So carminative is relieving flatulence. Anyway, I think we all need that sometimes. And if you are a young mom and your baby seems to just be crying with a lot of gas pain that you think, coriander can help with that. Caleb, can you get me doTERRA's tamer? It's in Wesley's oils. So, or it might be on this backpack. Wesley, so doTERRA came out with essential oils that are exclusively for, well, not exclusively, but are made for babies and young children. And I just wanted to really quick check and see what was in here. And it has spearmint, which is definitely a milder plant. It has Japanese peppermint, which is milder too. It has ginger, and we're going to be talking about ginger later. And it has black pepper and parsley, all of which doTERRA's tamer, it is a super good blend to help when babies or children have stomach issues. Anyway, Wesley, my 10-year-old, just absolutely loves the smell of it. He loves to keep it. They come with these cute little carabiners, super cute for kids. You're going to see a ton of kids that, depending on your essential oil community, but if you have an essential oil community near you, you're going to see a ton of kids walking around with these on their belt loops or on their backpacks, because children just love essential oils with us. Anyway, doTERRA's tamer didn't have coriander in it, but coriander would be a beautiful oil to use diluted with children or babies with that too. And with that, you can just do your research, but you can just I would just put like 2 drops in a tablespoon of coconut oil or olive oil or whatever oil you have at your house, and rub that into the baby's tummy area, and rub that also into the bottom of the feet of the babies, if I was trying to help relieve flatulence in my children. So it's carminative, it's regenerative, it's sedative, which means it's going to be so good for your emotions at those times where you're stressed, you're anxious, or maybe just the children are bouncing off the walls and you're not enjoying that. That's getting you a little frustrated. Diffusing some coriander at times like that can be amazing. Okay, and then it's a stomachic. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But anyway, it's a stomachic. I had to look up that too. And that means it promotes appetite, or it assists in digestion. So if you've ever had those times where something major has hit you and you don't even feel like eating, or if you have an older parent or friend who has just experienced a loss of appetite, it can definitely help with that. Okay, so the top uses of coriander: diabetes, so combine, and for that you want to combine 1 drop of cinnamon and juniper berry in a capsule and take it daily. Now, I'm not a doctor, do your own research, and I'm going to say that over and over again. I'm not a doctor, do your own research, but I'm just going to be reading to you what it says in this book. For food poisoning, you can put 2 drops in water or take in a capsule. For body odor, wow, like a natural deodorant, you can take 2 drops in water and take in a capsule. What a fun way to not get all of those horrible chemicals that some of those deodorant antiperspirants give you, but to do something more naturally to make you smell amazing. Okay, also if you're experiencing a rash, you can dilute it in coconut oil or in olive oil and apply. For muscle aches, you can take a drop in a capsule, or you can massage with a carrier oil, or Caitlin, can you please get me essential oil that has the supplement packs on it? Thank you. And okay, so and in cooking, you can use it with a toothpick to add to the desired flavor. Your desired flavor. So just to let you know, essential oils are oftentimes many more times stronger than the herbs, especially the fresh herbs or even the dried herbs that you're going to be using in your kitchen. So what do they usually say? It's usually a tablespoon of fresh herb to a teaspoon of dried herb to like a drop or 2 of an essential oil. And depending on if it's a hotter oil, if it's a hotter oil, then they usually say just use like a toothpick amount. Like you just dip the toothpick in the little hole right here on the top. I don't know, a dropper right there on the top. Oh, this is juniper berry. It smells so good. Anyway, and you can use that to like swish the toothpick around in whatever you're making to add flavoring. Okay, so I really quick wanted to say that when I'm saying to ingest essential oils, I am telling you not to ingest anything besides doTERRA essential oils. And the reason I'm telling you that is because doTERRA third-party tests every single batch of essential oil. Not just some batches, but every single batch to make sure that there are absolutely no additives that there's nothing in the essential oil but the essential oil. And so on the bottom of every single doTERRA bottle, you can look for the batch number, and then you can go to a website and look up every single test and all of the results of your batch of oil, which I mean, who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want the most pure oils that they can get? So also wanted to tell you that on oils that you can ingest, with doTERRA essential oils, it's super easy to see which oils you can ingest, because if you can ingest them, they're going to have the supplement facts, and I hope you can see that right there. But it's just like a little label on every single bottle of oil that you can ingest with doTERRA. It looks like the supplement facts on your cereal box, and it tells you how to use this. Like this one says, put serving size 1 drop, for internal use, dilute 1 drop in 4 ounces of liquid. So that's juniper berry. Whoops, super fun to know about. Okay, so so it's also coriander is also great for Alzheimer's. Now you're gonna have to do your own research on this, okay? But it's great for Alzheimer's, itchy skin, joint pain, low energy, measles, muscle tone, muscle spasms, nausea, neuropathy, stiffness, and whiplash. So if you have any of those, do your research on coriander. And the place that I would tell you to do your research, and it's not a doTERRA website at all, but it's called aromaticscience.com. And what it is a compilation. Okay, so I'll repeat that one more time to you. aromaticscience.com. And what it is, it's a compilation of studies on essential oils from around the world. You're going to have studies from China and India and the United States and Canada and Russia and whatever else, because essential oils are things that have been used for centuries. So there's quite a few studies on most of them, especially some of, like, if you look up lavender, you're just going to have page upon page upon page of studies on how it can help. Okay, so that is coriander. Again, coriander is the oil of integrity. Use it physically, use it emotionally. You're gonna love coriander. I love coriander. Okay, so we're gonna hop on right now to ginger. And ginger is antiseptic. It's antispasmodic, which means it can help relieve involuntary muscle spasms. And it's antitussive. That's that again this morning I had to look up. And it means it prevents or relieves coughs. Okay, antitussive. It's an expectorant, which means it helps you get all that gunk in your lungs out. Anyway, I love that. And then it's a stomachic. And again, a stomachic is something that promotes an appetite and helps with better digestion. Okay, so the top uses of ginger. You can use it for nausea or upset stomach. You can drink 1 to 2 drops in a capsule. And as I'm thinking about coriander, and I'm thinking about ginger, and I'm thinking about Eastern foods, right? They use so much coriander in their foods, like India, right? And it's just natural. It helps prevents food poisoning. It helps you digest your food better. Like, look how smart that culture is. And China, when I think about ginger, my brain goes to China. They use ginger in so much, like pickled ginger. Have you ever had that? The first time I had it, it's a little hot for me, but now I absolutely love pickled ginger. Anyway, China uses things, and they just make sense so much. I think China is so wise in the medicine that they use. Anyway, so ginger, top use is nausea and upset stomach. You can just drink 1 to 2 drops in a capsule. doTERRA actually also came out with these incredible ginger drops. My children, especially my Xander, who's 4 years old, would love to eat them like candy, so we have to keep them up high or hidden. But he loves them, and they are so good at relieving stomach issues. Okay, so also vomiting. Take a drop heavily diluted over the stomach. Constipation. Apply 1 to 2 drops 1 to 2 drops diluted over the stomach or in a capsule. And if you're an adult, I would dilute it in a teaspoon of oil. If you're a child, I would dilute it in a tablespoon of oil. It just depends. Do your own research on that. And it's great for immune support. For that, you can put 1 to 2 drops on the bottom of your feet, or in a drink or in a capsule. It's great for congestion and coughs. As we know, we've already said that it's antitussive and expectorant. And it's great for colds and flu. For that, want to put 1 to 2 drops again, diluted in coconut oil or olive oil onto your feet. When I put oils on my feet and I'm using it medicinally, I also like to put sock on my feet afterward. Like, I put the essential oil on and I rub it in, but then I also put a sock on afterward. I just think it helps the essential oil stay and sink deeper into your system. And also, of course, you can use ginger and caffeine. Make sure you're using a high quality essential oil. All of doTERRA's oils are certified pure, therapeutic grade, third-party tested. You're going to love doTERRA essential oils. And just the peace of mind that you know that you're taking something that is 100% what it says it is. Like, when you have a company that third-party tests everything it's out, you know that they're a company with high integrity. And I can't almost even say integrity nowadays. Thinking Coriander the oil. Okay, so other uses of ginger. So you can use it, and again, research. I'm not a doctor, not telling you what to do, but do your own research. You can use it for aneurysms. You can use it to help with cholesterol. And a lot of essential oils are balancing, which means that if you have high of something, it will bring it into balance, and if you low of something, it'll bring it in balance. Body needs to understand naturally how to use essential oils to bring things into balance. And that's about the same with cinnamon. Cinnamon can also help if you have high blood sugar or low blood sugar, bring it into balance. Anyway, so ginger can help with cholesterol, bringing that in balance. It can also help with convulsions, which yes, because it's antispasmodic. It can help with endometritis, with epilepsy, with fragile hair. Oh, okay. So I didn't know that it could help with fragile hair. Not something that I have, but I'm guessing that maybe when I'm 80, I might have fragile hair. So it's a good thing to remember. And then it can help hot flashes. Now that's really interesting because ginger is a hot herb, right? A hot root, a hot essence, and it can help with hot flashes. And what a lot of medicine finds is that like cures like. You give hot to relieve hot. Anyway, and it's also great for impotence. It's great for lactation. So, like, if you're trying to boost your lactation, maybe do your study on ginger. And it's great for Parkinson's. It's great for premenopause. And it's great for seizures, which you would also think that if it's great for epilepsy or convulsions, of course, it would be good for seizures. Anyway, that is ginger. Just really, really wanted to talk to you about this blend, which is called the lactase and gastritis aches blend. 10 drops ginger, 4 drops coriander, 10 drops fennel, 4 drops of wild orange, and 10 drops of peppermint. Put that all into a 10 ml roller bottle. Put some fractionated coconut oil on afterward, and then you can just rub it onto your stomach area to help with when you're having lactose problems. Okay, so the very, very last oil that I want to talk to you about today, or I want us to discuss today, is lime. So lime is the oil of zest for life. They say that lime is the most anti-suicide oil. I could not end this week without just saying that phrase. Lime is the most anti-suicide oil. So if you have super dark thoughts, if your will to live has just been zapped away, right? Or slowly slowly dwindled away. Lime can help with that. And if you are suicidal, I will not say to you at all that the only thing you should be doing is drinking lime or diffusing lime. No, 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 no. Like if you are suicidal or if you have lost your will to live, please tell people, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your doctor, tell a therapist. Get help because you are important. You are important and you are needed here in life. No one can do what you can do. I'm going to say that again. No one can do the mission that you are sent here to do except you. So if you're in that point where you're suicidal, you've lost your will to live, please, 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 talk to people, talk to your family, your friends, your doctor. But one of the other things you can also do is you're hitting this issue from all different sides, right? And also be exercising. They say that exercise is super good. Be eating pecans. They say eating pecans is super, super good at that issue too. Anyway, but aromatherapy is one of the other tools that you can put in your tool case for when you're having those thoughts. Anyway, okay, so going back to lime. So the main properties of lime, physical properties of lime, is that it's anthelmintic, which I know what that means now. It means that it helps to destroy in your body to rid itself of parasites. Okay, so it's antimicrobial, which you think would help also with an anthelmintic. It's antiviral. It is digestive, which means it helps your digestive system work better, and it's restorative. So those are the main properties, and here are some of the top uses of lime. One is if you have a chronic cough. Do you ever get those coughs that just linger, and you're like trying everything you can do to knock them out, and they just last, a few months or, several weeks or whatever is a lingering cough to you, right? So, anyway, lime can help with that chronic cough. And for that, you're going to want to put 2 to 4 drops over your chest, your mid-back, and your lung reflexology points on your feet. Now, I would put 2 to 4 drops, and I would put it in, like, if I'm an adult, I'd put it in, like, a teaspoon of coconut oil. I just think that helps it spread further, get better use out of it, so I like doing it that way. But you do what you feel is best for you, because we all have different bodies and we all have the right to be in tune with what our body needs. Okay, so if you have a cold, take 1 to 3 drops in water and diffuse. If you have a sore throat, you can gargle with 2 drops in water. Some people like to gargle and spit it out. Some people like to gargle and swallow it. Do your own research. Decide what you feel best doing. If you have a cold sore, what I would do, and I don't have a bottle, here I do. I don't have a bottle of lime, but I do have a bottle of essential oils right here. And so what I would do is I would basically just take the cap off and go like this with my finger and then just touch it. Just touch it. And when you apply something without diluting it, it's called applying it neat. So lime is definitely one that you can apply neat. Okay, so if you had a cold sore, just go like that. Get a little bit of the drop of on your finger and just put it wherever you do have a cold sore. Okay. It's antioxidant. For that, you're going to want to drink 1 to 3 drops in water. It's great for bacterial infections. You're going to want to put 1 to 2 drops in a carrier oil and then put it on wherever your bacterial infection is. Again, I would probably use it internally too. I like to hit things and probably diffuse it too. I like to hit things, like if I have an issue, I tend to be one that tries to hit it with as many different paths to healing as I can. And it's great for mental clarity. Oh my goodness. So just to let you know, lime is a super uplifting oil. All citrus oils are uplifting. So your lemon, your lime, your wild orange, your bergamot, your grapefruit, your tangerine, any citrus oil, you can pop it into your diffuser and just know it's going to uplift the mood. It's going to uplift the mood. Citrus oils are great to diffuse during a party because it uplifts people's mood. Okay, so that is lime. Other things that lime does. Antiviral support. It helps with blood pressure. So again, if you have high or you have low blood pressure, drinking and putting lime in your water, or diffusing it can also help just to level that blood pressure. Okay, it's great for cellulite. For that, you'd want to put a few drops in coconut oil and rub it on the area that you're trying to help. It's great for depression. Again, I think we've mentioned that it is the #1 most anti-suicide oil. It's a great detox. It's great for energy. It's great for exhaustion. It's great for fevers. That's the one that I didn't know. Wow, lime, great for fevers. It's great for gallstones. It's great for herpes, which again you would naturally kind of connect in your mind, because if it's great for cold sores, it's also going to be great for herpes, because they kind of have the same to my limited medical knowledge. And it's actually a essential oil that can help improve your memory. So if you're a student and you're studying and you're trying to make sure that you're remembering what you're studying, okay, so my first tip on that is break up your study sessions, because they say that you remember your first 10 minutes and your last 10 minutes of study sessions best. So maybe study in 20-minute blocks. I know when you have a lot of stuff to study and learn, the 20-minute blocks, the stopping and doing something else can, like you don't want to, because you just want to learn it all, right? But I'm probably going to guarantee that if you study in 20-minute blocks and then you do 2 minutes of jumping jacks, or run around your house, get out in the sunshine for 2 minutes, or call your mom and chat with your mom for 2 minutes. And what mom doesn't, or dad doesn't love to hear from their children anyway? If you take a 2-minute break between your 20-minute study sessions, I really think that the research that I've studied shows that you're going to remember so much more. But anyway, diffusing lime or drinking lime can help with your memory. Also, if you're not a student, but you're like older, and your memory is like not what it used to be, lime can help with that. Okay, so I think that I just wanted to say one other quick thing about lime, and I want to just share with you this diffuser blend. So it's called the Don't Worry Diffuser Blend, and it's 2 drops lime, 2 drops peppermint, 2 drops of wild orange, and 2 drops of frankincense. So the wild orange and the lime are going to be your mood lifters. The peppermint is going to be the painkiller that things don't matter as much as you think they do. Just relieving that, getting it off your shoulders a little bit. And the frankincense, I can't even begin to say enough about frankincense. King of oils, I believe it was given to the Christ child for a reason, for significant reasons, probably for a multitude of reasons, because frankincense helps with so much. But it's almost like, to me, they're including it in this diffuser blend, because it's almost like you have a dad that's right there that's saying to you, don't worry, I got it. You don't need to worry about this. You can work and do everything you can about this, but you don't need to worry about it, because I got it. In the end, it's going to work out. There's a saying that I love, that everything will work out in the end, and if things aren't working out right now, it's not the end. I have faith that God can make everything work out in the end, as we trust Him, as we listen to Him, and as we obey Him. Okay, so that is all I wanted to say about lime. Really quick, just reviewing everything we're doing for the day. We're diffusing those 2 drops of coriander, 2 drops coriander, the oil of integrity, 2 drops of ginger, the oil of empowerment, and 2 drops of lime, the oil of zest for life. And we're not just going to diffuse those oils. We are going to figure out how we're going to game plan our health, right? We're going to figure out how could coriander help me? How could lime help me? Or how could ginger help me in the physical issues that I'm trying to improve? Okay, and just a reminder, the affirmation for the whole week, and you can continue it into the weekend, is I am saying yes to life all week, And the affirmation for today is I am saying yes to my inspirations to achieve my goals. So say yes to your inspirations, follow them, write them down, do them. Say yes to life. Have an amazing weekend. I know that you have it in you to make it an amazing weekend. I will see you back on Monday. And just to let you know that on Monday, we're going to start talking the whole week about stepping out of our comfort zone. Because getting out of the comfort zone, getting out of our comfort zones is where the magic happens. Okay, so this is Suzanne Williams with Essential Oils, Health Matters, Living a Wholesome Life, signing off for the week and telling you that I know you're incredible, you are amazing, and you can make it an amazing